Throughout their lives, many men seek to improve their performance home through a variety of methods, from exercise and diet to supplements and life changes. However, few know that there are two secret vitamins that can make a key difference in the quality of erections, sexual desire, and resistance to intimacy. At first glance, we can think that good circulation and balanced hormonal levels are enough. But behind optimal sexual performance, there are biochemical processes that depend on certain essential micronutrients. When the body does not receive them in adequate amounts, problems such as weaker erections, less excitement, and even fatigue begin to appear during sex. In this video, we will first explore why male sexual performance can deteriorate over time, then discuss how certain deficiencies affect erectile function, and finally reveal what these secret vitamins are, explaining how to obtain them in the most effective way to maximize their benefits. Leave me in the comments if you have ever considered the importance of vitamins in your sexual performance. Let's start. Folic acid, also called vitamin B9, is often considered a secret vitamin because, despite its importance, many people are unaware of its link to essential body processes. Our body does not produce it by itself, so we depend on external sources, food, and supplements, to maintain adequate levels. Folates participate in DNA synthesis, red blood cell formation, cell repair, and amino acid metabolism. However, several studies have shown that B9 deficiency can be related to difficulty achieving firmness and endurance. Beyond sexual problems, a lack of folic acid has been linked to disorders such as anemia due to poor production of red blood cells, various cardiovascular diseases, certain types of cancer, and even neurological problems, dementia, Alzheimer's. It can also impact male fertility by intervening in sperm quality. All this underscores the relevance of maintaining optimal levels of vitamin B9 both for general health and sexual function. Let's talk about what happens when you lack this vitamin. B9 deficiencies occur when dietary intake is too low or when the body does not take advantage of folate properly. Drinking too much alcohol, undergoing very restrictive diets, or suffering from certain medical conditions, such as gastrointestinal pathologies that prevent the absorption of nutrients, are risk factors. In men, a prolonged deficit of folic acid can contribute to disorders of endothelial function, affecting the quality of blood flow to the penis and making it difficult to obtain satisfactory erections. On the other hand, reduced levels of B9 tend to increase the concentration of homocysteine, an amino acid whose excessive presence damages the arteries and increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. If we consider that erectile dysfunction is usually a vascular symptom, the arteries of the penis are very fine and sensitive. It is understood why keeping homocysteine under control is decisive for male sexual health. Vitamin B9, by participating in the conversion of homocysteine to methionine, protects the integrity of blood vessels and therefore favors better quality erections. Why does this vitamin have to do with it? To understand why vitamin B9 influences erection, it is helpful to review the mechanism that gives rise to penile stiffness. It all starts in the brain, which receives and processes stimuli of various kinds: visual, auditory, tactile, or even mental fantasies. Once the erotic stimulus is perceived, the central nervous system sends signals through the spinal cord and peripheral nerves to the male genital region. Upon reaching these signals, nitric oxide is released into the tissues of the penis, causing dilation of the arteries supplying the corpora cavernosa. These sponge-shaped structures quickly fill with blood, increasing internal pressure and temporarily blocking venous return, causing the characteristic stiffness of the erection. Once the signs stop or excitement decreases, veins drain excess blood, and the penis returns to its sagging state. In sum, any factor that affects the blood circulation or the integrity of the endothelium, inner layer of the vessels, can interfere with the quality of the erection. First, you have to understand why erectile dysfunction occurs. Erectile dysfunction is defined as the inability to achieve or maintain an erection sufficient to carry out a satisfactory sexual relationship. Unlike an occasional episode, frequent due to stress, tiredness, or excess alcohol, ED is considered a real problem when it happens persistently. Causes can be classified into two broad categories: emotional and physical. Emotional causes: anxiety, stress, low self-esteem, relationship problems, lack of attraction, and other psychological factors can block the erectile response. Sometimes the pressure to perform sexually or the routine in the relationship also has a significant impact. Physical causes: a sedentary lifestyle, being overweight, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol levels are examples of factors that damage vascular and nervous function. At the nutritional level, a lack of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B9, can exacerbate the problem because tissues do not receive an adequate supply of oxygen and nutrients. The importance of other vitamins and minerals. Although B9 is essential, it does not work alone in the task of regulating homocysteine. Vitamins such as B2 riboflavin, B6 pyridoxine, and B12 cobalamin, as well as magnesium, contribute to good cardiovascular health and enhance the beneficial effect of folic acid. B12, for example, is responsible for the formation of red blood cells and the maintenance of nerve cells. B6 and B2 intervene in multiple metabolic reactions, including the conversion of homocysteine into other non-detrimental compounds. But now later I will reveal the second secret to you. Similarly, magnesium acts on muscle relaxation and nerve signaling that promotes vasodilation. Its deficiency can lead to cramps, fatigue, and alterations in blood pressure, all of which have a negative impact on sexual performance. Eating a balanced diet with fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats is key to providing these nutrients synergistically. Recommended dosage and food sources of B9. The recommended daily intake of folic acid for a healthy adult is usually about 400 micrograms (mcg). However, in special circumstances such as alcohol consumption, up to 600 mcg per day may be required. There are also stages of life, such as pregnancy, where the need for B9 increases to prevent malformations in the fetus. Still, it is advisable not to exceed 600 mcg without medical supervision, as excess folate can mask vitamin B12 deficiency and lead to neurological problems. The best natural sources of vitamin B9 include dark green leafy vegetables, spinach, chard, romaine lettuce, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, legumes, beans, lentils, seeds, sunflower, viscera, liver, and certain fish. It is recommended to consume these foods preferably raw or with light steamed cooking to preserve their folate content, since excess heat can destroy part of this vitamin. If a deficiency is confirmed, supplementation with high-quality folic acid under prescription can be a valuable resource. Vitamin D, as another fundamental pillar. Although vitamin D is often associated with bone health and calcium absorption, its benefits go much further. Regarding male sexual function, vitamin D has been found to influence the production and regulation of testosterone, a key hormone to maintain sexual desire and the quality of erections. A deficit of this vitamin can lead to lower testosterone levels, decreasing energy, libido, and erectile ability. Furthermore, vitamin D is crucial for the cardiovascular system. Keeping blood vessels flexible and clean of plaque is essential for blood to flow unhindered to the corpora cavernosa. If vitamin D is scarce, the predisposition to chronic inflammation, arterial calcification, and hypertension increases, factors that end up damaging endothelial function and consequently hindering erection. Reasons for the importance of vitamin D: hormonal regulation. Vitamin D participates in the synthesis of testosterone, the hormone that feeds sexual desire, and the correct functioning of genital tissues. Cardiovascular health. Adequate levels of vitamin D favor the dilation of blood vessels and the regulation of blood pressure, preventing plaques from forming and protecting the endothelium from damages that would hinder erection. Immune function and disease prevention. Vitamin D modulates the body's inflammatory response, reducing the overproduction of pro-inflammatory cytokines. This lowers the risk of chronic infections and promotes a healthier vascular environment. Effect on mood. By linking with serotonin production, it helps to balance mental status and increase feeling of well-being, influencing motivation and sexual response. Sources of vitamin D and dosage. Vitamin D is synthesized mainly on the skin through exposure to sunlight, ultraviolet B radiation, or UVB. However, factors such as latitude, the use of sunscreens, skin tone, and air pollution can limit this natural production. For this reason, it is essential to include foods rich in vitamin D in the diet, such as fatty fish, salmon, tuna, mackerel, egg yolk, beef liver, and fortified dairy products. The usual recommendation is between 600 and 800 IU international units per day for healthy adults, although this value may vary according to the age, health status, and sun exposure of each person. If a serious deficiency is detected, the doctor may indicate supplementation with higher doses and regular checkups. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, it is best absorbed when ingested in conjunction with foods that provide healthy fats, such as avocado or olive oil. It is essential not to fall for excessive supplementation, as very high levels of vitamin D can cause hypercalcemia and other health problems. Both folic acid, B9, and vitamin D occupy a privileged place in the prevention and improvement of erectile dysfunction and, in general, of male sexual performance. One acts on circulation and homocysteine, while the other influences vascular health, the immune system, and testosterone production. Together, they can offer a comprehensive approach that addresses both the physical and hormonal causes that hinder erection. However, no vitamin alone will solve all sexual problems if life habits are not corrected. Practicing regular exercise, avoiding tobacco, moderating alcohol consumption, managing stress, and following a balanced diet are essential pillars for optimal sexuality. It is always advisable to carry out blood tests to find out the real state of vitamins and minerals before starting any supplementation, and when in doubt, consult a specialist.